What's up, Big Bear Nation? Welcome back to the homestead.
So confused, he doesn't know where his mommy is.
If you follow us on TikTok and on Instagram, you will see that I have procured a incubator. And I don't know what anybody in this house was thinking when they allowed me to purchase an incubator. I mean, I have a hard enough time walking through Tractor Supply not picking up chicks to bring home. Now you're gonna give me the means to make my own chick day every 21 days. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with anybody, but seems like it might have not been the greatest decision. Hi, baby. What's it doing? What's it doing, Spot? This is Spot. You have to be very nice. Smell gentle. Okay, no, don't jump, because if you jump, I can't ensure your safety, okay? But because of all of these shortages with food and with meat in particular, and also the avian flu that's been running rampant throughout the country, we decided as a family that we would start taking all of these eggs that we were, you know, whipping up and putting into the freezer for future use, that we would actually take some of those and turn them into more chickens. So I went out and purchased an incubator, and we loaded up the incubator with 41 eggs. Now, I haven't counted how many came out, but I will tell you that it was enough to put a huge smile on my face. But then the quick question was, what do we do with them? Where do they go? There's no secret on this farm that I have more chickens than I have sense. I mean, just looking here behind me, you can't really see, but I have some bantam chicks down in that area, right in there somewhere. She hatched out like 7. And then back over here in this area, there's barred rock chicks that hatched out, and they're now juveniles. And so I've got so many chickens running around. Not to mention the ones that I have in the seed room that are about ready to come out to replace our flock next year. So now I have these chicks from the incubator, and it begs the question, where are we gonna put them? This is where my wonderful, heroic husband comes into play.
Today we're gonna be in the shop, and I'm going to be building a miniature chicken tractor for all of the baby chicks. And so my plan is I'm making these mini chicken tractors in order to run them up and down our grapevines. They'll help keep the grass mowed in that area, plus keep the ground full of nitrogen. And they're not going to be in these tractors, you know, for a long period of time, just enough time until they're grown up, able to hold their own, and be able to move into a regular chicken tractor or an egg mobile or something along that source. So let's get to making it. Now these are going to be the uprisers for their little house. See, here's the issue that we always have with my wife and I. I'm saying 2 to 3 weeks, get them out of the brooder box, boom, get them out there, let's get them on grass, let's get them moving. Robin is absolutely terrified of them getting wet and getting cold and dying, because we had made the mistake of putting them out a little bit too early in the past during the early spring, and we lost a bunch. So that kind of scarred Robin for life. And so now the compromise was to build them a tiny little house inside this tractor, because this tractor is going to be kind of a modified Salatin meat bird tractor, build this tiny little house so that way in the evening time or when it's raining, they'll have a place to go, get up off of the wet ground and get up and be warm and dry.
Ooh, that guy's new.
So now that it's built, let me tell you a little bit about the design. So basically, like Jason said, we built a little bit of a house. We basically split the difference of the area of the tractor. Half of it is covered on 3 sides and the top, and then we've also gone almost all the way to the ground except for like 2 slats at the bottom. And the reason why we did that is that will allow them to be able to get in and out even at a juvenile age. So I really like this design because it allows them windbreak in case we have a storm or it rains. It gets them out of the elements, but it also allows airflow because we have them outside right out here in our backyard. And we try to keep them close to the house so that we don't forget about them and so we can keep an eye on them. And it's nice because if anything happens and we have to immediately get them out, we can come right back here, you know, remove them if we need to. But I really don't think we're gonna have any problem with this. The only things that we will change on the next build, because we're gonna make more than one of these, I would make the door that we use to open up this one right here, it actually opens this way, where I think next time we'll open it, you know, towards going back towards the back, so that it's easier to reach in, because right now it's just kind of awkward with it doing it that way. And when we open it up, there's nothing to prop the door on, so when it opens like this, that's really making those hinges work really hard, and we don't want to bust the wood or anything. So next time we'll build it to where it opens that way. And there's actually stop blocks over there, so I'm not sure if those were originally put there for something else, maybe to be able to secure some of the wood inside, or if those were originally for the door to be able to prop that way. And because sometimes things get lost in communication. So either way, that would be a really easy fix, to just make the hinges go that direction instead. The other thing that I would change is right now, for instance, we're trying to grab a couple of these chicks to be able to show you, and they are smart. They know that there's no access from the back. And so as soon as we try to open this door to get up in here, they will very quickly dart up underneath there and get in the back corner because they know we can't reach them. So next time we'll do something maybe with the bottom slat, that we can remove that bottom slat to be able to reach them and get in there. And right now, it's very easy. All we have to do is take the drill or the screwdriver and open those boards up and get in there if we really want to. And this thing is not super heavy, so we can also just flip it on its side if we need to. But all in all, this was a good, solid build. We have absolutely no money in this. All of the wood is recycled pallet wood that we got from one of my customers when I was working. Even the housing for the heat lamp We already had that. The only real money that we have invested in this tractor is I had to go buy a new heat lamp, a new bulb. So I have maybe $5 in this whole build. Even the hardware cloth came off of an old chicken house that we had built previously. So we, you know, cut that off and put it on here. So now I look at Jason and the girls and say, you know what? It's no longer my fault. You all have enabled me. Not only did you encourage me to buy an incubator, but now you've put together this wonderful design of a brooder that we can keep outside. I mean, it's not my fault anymore. Thank you for stopping by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless and have a nice day.